Serena, do it.
Today we have Christy McGinity, actress and recovery coach with us. Welcome to the show, Christy.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I thought your last name was Gibble.
Ah!
Is that a sore subject?
No.
No. Why?
That was like 3 years ago. Divorced.
Oh, that'll do it every time.
Yeah.
You know what though? I'm keeping my last name when I get divorced.
Oh, citizens.
So we're gonna jump right in and talk about your show. Of course, I'm sure a lot of our listeners want to hear reality show. What's real? What's not real? But tell us a little bit about your show because I haven't watched it. Serena's watched it, of course. But
Okay, well, COVID killed it, so let's just talk about that. But
God.
it gave me a platform to talk to you all about things that are important to me. But let me give you a little synopsis of the show. It was supposed to be a docuseries, which I was all totally for. And they were going to follow us into our homes and we were going to have this peaceful show. And it just ended up being this crappy like housewife show. I shouldn't say that.
Well, tell our listeners what the name of it was.
It was called Little Women LA. It was on Lifetime. We were on 8 seasons in the United States and 1 in Puerto Rico. And it was bad.
What's it?
Bad.
Wait a minute. If it was on 8 seasons, it must have been good. People watched it.
I remain sober. I do not know how the whole show.
Were you on all 8 seasons?
Yes. And these bitches were always drinking. Am I allowed to say that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. And they were always drinking. They encouraged it, and we couldn't leave until there was a fight. So it sucked.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sucked.
Well, so I had to have some fun parts, right?
You know what? No.
Okay, so how did you get started with this? Like how did it come about?
So I'm SAG-AFTRA. I've been in it since I was 19. Some of my friends, they're little people. They're like, let's do a pilot. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing a pilot with you. Let's do a pilot. And I'm like, I've been in like so many pilots. They just never go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like typical Hollywood talk.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did this sloppy pilot like on a handheld. Yeah, it was miserable. Yeah, it was absolutely miserable.
So they follow you around pretty much 24 hours a day, right?
A lot. And it was like toward the beginning, it was only like 8 episodes, and then it turned into like 2, and that was 1 season a year, and then it turned into 2 seasons a year, like 20 episodes. So it was like constant filming, 14-hour days. It was extremely exhausting. I got married and divorced on the show. It was awful. Found out the guy was like only after me for my money, and you know what? He took it all with my divorce. So
oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that.
it's fine. You know what?
You're happy, right?
I'm happy. I'm free.
That's all that matters.
You know what? You brought up money. People think that when you're on reality television, you're rich, right? Does it pay well?
Oh, they think I'm so rich, and I'm like, no, I am poor.
All right,
No,
guys, if you're listening, she's not going to be a sugar mama.
Okay, so no, I'm not a sugar mama. But let me just tell you this. I think wealth comes within. It's your
Me too.
family, it's your friends, it's your connections, it's your network. I have lost money during the subprime market crash. I have made it back. I've lost money with this divorce. I'm on the verge of making it back. I'm in the middle of writing my book. I have a ton of projects with something that we're working on.
Yes. That we can't say right now.
Yeah, we can't say right now.
And to the listeners, I'm in the dark too, so don't. This is like a A-B conversation, and I'm not in it.
Yeah,
Okay,
and there's just a lot of going on, and I think you have to like really manifest what you want. And before, I was driving my own vehicle, and I wasn't putting the trust in my higher power and the universe. And the moment you just let that go, and you put all your energy in meditation and praying and just giving it up and letting it go, is when things start happening for you.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so that's where my life is right now. Sorry.
That was like perfect timing.
Yeah, that was perfect timing. I like it. Well, Serena's the reality television person, not me. So she probably has way more questions than I
Well, I
do.
mean, I do love reality TV. It's kind of sickening. My whole family's like, "Oh my God, do we have to watch this stuff?" But I get sucked in, and I can't help it.
So a little secret, it's not scripted, but it is edited to the max.
So
they can film you
Yes.
for 14 hours. It could
Yeah.
be one scene, and they can take this part to this part. They can use your voice here, use your voice there. You have no clue what that scene is actually going to be about.
See, that's what scares me.
Well, that's what happened with our family. That's what happened with the pilot that was filmed for my family's business. So we have a family business here in Kansas City, a Western store, and it's run by my mom and dad own one store, and it's run with my brother and one other employee, and now myself. And then the other store is my aunt and uncle and my cousins. And so we had somebody come to us wanting to do a Western reality show about us. And it was so much filming, like the pilot was so much filming. And then it was almost like, scripted together to be dramatic, even though there was like absolutely no drama whatsoever. Yeah.
We got to the point where like, who's going to start the fight? And so we can go home.
Right. And that's how it was. And that's what my family was like, we can't do this. And once they, the pilot was pitched to whoever, like whatever networks, and then the specific networks that were interested in it were ones that we knew were going to be not great. Like they were the ones that wanted the drama. And we were like, that's not going to be good. And, we're a family name in our city. And that wasn't like the kind of publicity we were looking for.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying. I mean, I was never a part of the filming, but I would talk to my family at night and they were like, this is not what was going on that day or whatever, but it makes it look like it. So it was weird.
Well, and that little voice in your head, you're like, is this right? Is this wrong? Is this right? Is this wrong? And you're so tired and you're filming all the time. It just gets confusing.
Sure.
Well, if anyone ever invites me to Maury, I'm not going. I'm just letting you know. Well, somebody's pregnant.
Is he still on? He's not even on the TV anymore, I don't think.
I don't think so.
I don't know. If you go to
I don't watch TV very much, so I don't know.
Well, if you went to Jerry Springer, you're getting in a fight. If you went to Maury, you're having a baby.
Right.
Well, okay, so we move past the reality TV, which is awesome. But now I know me and you, when we met last Friday, what piqued my interest. First of all, you're funny as hell. You're awesome to talk to.
Thank you.
And I can't say on the air what my first words to you, which are funny too. But anyway.
Please tell me. I don't remember. I know they were.
No.
Just do it. Go for it.
Are you sure? Okay.
Go.
So you sat down beside of me, right? And someone said you were in movies, right? And I didn't recognize you. And I'm like, oh, are you on Pornhub?
Oh my gosh.
And she said, you know what's even better? She looked at me with a straight face. She goes, yeah, but it's mostly anal. Right then, we had a connection.
Oh my gosh.
So awesome.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I am not surprised at this whatsoever.
It was so awesome. I'm like, okay, then we're going to get along just fine.
Yeah.
Well, and we talked about veterans and the struggles veterans have with addiction. So that leads us up to what she does now. And that's really why you're on the show, is to talk about what you do now and what brought you to that point.
I just try to bring experience, strength, and hope to people that, don't want to actually go into a room of AA. There's other options. There's other venues. I think you can go with the God route, you can go the AA route, or you can go the recovery coach route. And I think there's other options to do. And recovery comes in so many vast ways. It's not just abstinence. There's other versions of recovery. And so I teach that more intimately with people. Um, so, the first thing is when people realize they have a problem, that's the first step. Like, hey, I drink or I take too many of these pills. What do you suggest I do? And so, you work it from there, whether they go the professional route, whether they need treatment in like a facility to detox or whatnot.
I was listening to a podcast on Ron White. Everyone knows Ron White, and he's always got scotch in his hand. He's been sober for almost 2 years. He said one day he just woke up and looked at. He said I looked at my neighbor who's the same age as me and was like, "Damn, this guy's old." He said alcohol is just aging the people around him, and he decided he was done. And he was known for drinking. That was his thing.
Alcohol does age you. It
Yeah.
does. And so that's another thing. It rots your insides. It
Yeah.
helps. It slows your mental growth. There's just so much. It destroys families.
hmm
Um,
Well, and a lot of family members and cousins and friends back home and that pain medication, addicted to pain medication, and that
that's really big. The opioid issue right now is crazy.
everywhere, small
Everywhere.
town America is riddled with opioid addiction. And
Mhm.
I'm no expert or anything, but I always say when you lose hope, that's it. And a lot of those small towns, with the economies drying up, they lose hope, and it's so easy to get the pain
And
medication now.
opioid detox is really scary.
Yes.
And I don't suggest anybody do it alone.
Mm.
If they need help, there are there's tons of help for you. You can call oh God, I'm gonna have to look it up right now. I'm sorry, but didn't come
That's okay.
prepared. But there are a lot of
Hey, listen, we never
outreach.
come prepared.
No, that's why I take notes while I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't come on here with a list of questions or like, oh, here, this will be good. We just bring people on we like, and then we bullshit with them for 30 minutes. And it seems to work. People
Yeah.
listen. Serena, I think they
Yeah.
listen just to hear you talk, though, really.
I mean, I really don't think that.
No. We do have some pretty cool guests on here, too.
I think that's what's getting the people to come on here is the
Oh.
guests.
Christy's like, people like me. She's like,
Yes.
"No, let me look this up." She looks intent.
I'm like, oh my God, I have to look this up.
Okay.
Here's the national hotline for people with substance abuse. It's 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-4357.
One thing you said really sticks out in my mind is that every path is different. And you didn't say it that way, but that's what you meant. You don't know if you need to go into rehab, or maybe you just need to talk to a friend, or maybe you're the kind of person that doesn't need to talk to anybody. You need to go on a retreat for a week and just get in touch with your own feelings. Every person is an experiment of one. So I think deep down, what it takes for your own personal recovery. That's my personal feeling.
I think if you have DTs, though, that's like an indication that you're going to have seizures.
Yeah, that's it.
And then you need to like detox out of a professional around doctors. I had DTs, and I had tried to do it myself, and I had 2 grand mal seizures. The longest one was 2 minutes.
Oh my
The doctor
gosh.
looked at me and said, "I've never seen any woman, let alone a little person, go through that many seizures in that short of time and that length.
Oh,
You
man.
are lucky. You're lucky
Wow.
that you're alive." And so, yeah.
Well,
Wow.
I'm glad you made it through, and God bless you for everything you're doing to help people.
God loves me here for a reason.
Yeah. And congratulations on your sobriety. That's a really big
Thank
deal.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
me and Serena do a drink of the week after every podcast, and now I'm going to feel guilty about it.
Don't.
I won't.
I don't mind being around it. I don't. It's fine.
Yeah, you did 8 seasons with people, drunk bitches, as you call them.
Drunk bitches. Yep.
I
For
love
sure.
it. Well, I don't know, man. Me and Serena probably drink too much. I'm speaking for her.
I mean, do you know that the other day at work, I was like so annoyed with everybody, not the customers, but just like my coworkers, and
your family, Serena, they're your
family. They call it a
Yes.
hard R when I roll my eyes like out of my skull at them. Right. And this customer was like, "Do you need a beer?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." He's like, "I've got some in my truck." And I'm like, this tempted to take him home. And I was like, no, I'm not going to, even though it was really like almost 5 o'clock. And I was like,
Hey,
I'll
5
push
o'clock.
through.
That's the key.
Yes.
So you said, now another thing is you're not on here to sponsor any website or like this recovery. You said you do because you want to do it for the right reason and you just like to help people.
Yes. I mean, public speaking, obviously, I'm going more into the bigger realm,
Right.
and I will be starting to make more. But yeah, so far, like I only helped one couple that paid me. I really didn't learn. I didn't do it. I didn't do the education for monetary purposes.
Mhm.
It was just for myself.
Well, I'm going to tell you something a business person taught me, and it really stuck with me. When they said there's no margin, there's no mission, and that means you can want to help all the people in the world, but in the end, the more money you make, the more people you can help, and that's a sad reality, but it's true.
It is true. It
Yeah.
is true.
So,
And I'm learning that the hard way.
hey, me too. Trust me, because I love helping people, but
Me too.
one of me can't help as many people as if you get a team of people and you can pay them.
Agreed.
But so is there a website that people can go to now to book you for public speaking, or you haven't gotten that far yet?
You could just go online to my Instagram. Yeah, I'm just not there yet.
That's okay.
I'm
What's your
building it.
Instagram?
My Instagram is at Lil Christy Rocks. It's it's at sign LIL Christy CHRISTY Rocks ROCKS.
Now,
Wait a minute. I need that again. LIL.
LIL Christy CHRISTY Rocks ROCKS. I never changed it. That was like my first thing, and I was like, I'm just gonna be my authentic self. And
I'm gonna follow you right now.
There we go, and then I'll follow you back.
Okay.
Yeah, follow me, girl. I don't really do Instagram, but,
Well, I tag you in it all the time.
I know.
You know what I noticed, that people in their 40s, like, because I just turned 45. And like a lot of people in their mid 40s don't do Instagram so much. They do more Facebook. And then and then people in their 35, 40s are more Instagram. So when I say Instagram to people that are my age, they're like,
what about TikTok?
Why not? Well, everybody does TikTok.
Listen, I don't want to do any of them, but with the store, like we have to do Instagram and TikTok and all that, because the reels, we have to like promote the business and whatever. And I feel like the oldest dinosaur on earth trying to make TikToks and reels. I'm like, this is like, that's like another full-time job.
Yeah, it is. The editing sucks.
Yes.
I hate it.
My brother will be like, here, I got all this new merchandise, make a video for TikTok. And I'm like, that is literally going to take me like 5 hours. I need like, it takes forever.
30 seconds long. How can it take that long?
No.
Trust me.
You have to edit it.
Yes.
Colors right.
Make sure the sounds match up.
Exactly. And if you're outside, the sun matches. It's awful. Yeah.
So, Christy, when are we going to see you on a TED Talk?
Oh, I was talking to Dan about that. Maybe, I think he said
yes.
In the fall.
We have a connection, right? I too may do a TED Talk. What do you think?
I was telling him, like, it's like on my bucket list to do TED Talk. He's like, got it.
There you Hey, that's all you have to say. And one more question before I get off here.
Well, and I have a question too.
It's her too, but what is considered politically correct now? Is it little person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little person, dwarf.
Is dwarf politically correct?
Think about it. It's a medical terminology, dwarfism.
There's a lot of medical terminologies we can't use anymore, just so we're clear. I can't call someone a woman.
Well, in my world, okay. My type of dwarfism is achondroplasia, which is the most common type. So I don't care, but just don't use the M word. That's the only thing. But dwarfism, little person, I guess little person, short statured. You know what? There's people with chips on the shoulder, so no matter what you call them, they're gonna be like.
I agree. I never.
And that's everybody.
Yeah, I never want to be offensive, but sometimes I do it with not to be offensive, just people get offended for any reason.
I think the best way to do is like ask. I mean, that's like the best thing
Yeah.
to do. Like, and things change all the time. Like my girlfriend, she's like, I am not black. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to say. I don't.
Hold on.
I don't know what to say.
What is she?
And she's like, I'm color. And I'm like, I thought that was wrong.
Yeah, I thought that was wrong.
Yeah, but now you can call gay people queer. It's like, and that was totally wrong 10 years ago. So like, what is right and what is wrong?
Yeah.
I'm just going to call people by their name. How about that? We don't need a label.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
I just wish everybody like could have their name on their back of their phone, because everybody's always holding their phone. So then I could see their name, and that's what I could just call them.
Exactly. How do you describe a person?
He's an asshole. Serena has one more question.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if you could give us any details about your book, what it's about. Is that up for discussion or no?
Okay, so I think it's going to be a mix of like my life with helping people not do the same mistakes I did.
Okay, so is
like
it an autobiography? Is it autobiography, self-help?
Yes, autobiography, self-help. There's going to be areas where you can write notes, like what not to do. Don't do this.
I should write a book like that. I got
don't
a whole life of that.
Don't get held up by. I'm so excited. Guess what I'm doing this Monday?
What are you doing Monday?
Okay, so I did gastric sleeve surgery, and I have all loads of skin, and they're finally
on Monday.
Congratulations!
Oh my gosh! Congratulations.
She's already sexy, Serena. It's just going to get worse.
Well, now that I'm following you, now I'm assuming you're going to post about it, right?
Yeah.
You make me nervous when you make that.
Well, that's what they do.
They're going to pull and cut. And cut.
That's nervous for a man to say those words.
I like watching those reality shows too.
Get this. I'm not going to be put under. They're just giving me a local.
Excuse me?
Oh.
How does that even work?
Girl, it's new technology.
Damn.
Whoa. That's like colonoscopy. You don't like really go under.
Y'all were scaring the hell out of me.
And if it does good, I'm going to get my boobs done too.
You go, girl.
I'll be looking on Instagram for that shit right there.
Hey, single, ready to mingle with a new body? Bam.
So now you're going to get on Instagram? There's so many boobs on Instagram.
Are there? What the
Yes.
hell?
Worth it.
Well, listen, I am a 31-year sailor, so I will give you a professional opinion.
Okay.
God.
It don't get much more professional than that, Serena.
I know it doesn't.
Well, me and Serena will talk with you all night. I got one more question.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to tell me the story about the airplane that you told me of the boy when you were sleeping with your mouth open, and the boy was like trying to take a picture of you because he knew you from the show or something.
My mom sleeps with her mouth open, and she always says when we're on an airplane, if I start to sleep, wake me up, because I don't want people staring down my throat.
I'm a mouth breather. Like I don't because I have such a small nose. I don't know. Anyways, I was like, and the guy was like this, and I'm like, you can just ask me permission. Ask me.
Oh my gosh.
And I did like a whole like video like montage on. We got stuck on the plane for 2 hours. They said, sorry, we need to fix one latch. 20 minutes later, we have a full panel to fix. I'm like, panel? It's gonna be an hour. The whole navigational system broke, and there's a new one on the other side of the
airport.
We're bringing it. We have to reinstall it. And I was thinking, do I get off the airplane?
Yeah.
No air conditioning. They turned it off. No Wi-Fi. We were all sweating.
Ew.
Get this. This was on the way to Pensacola, where we were going to, because we were going to
our meeting
thingy. And yeah, I just made videos. It was just fun. I was like, I just might as well make a lot of content and like watch people lose their shit. There was screaming kids, people getting in fights. It was fun.
I love it. It sounds like a good time.
It was great. I made the best of it.
See, and that's what life is all about, making the
Yes.
best.
Yes.
So, well, I want to thank you personally for coming on. I knew it would be fun after meeting you last Friday. You're such fun to be around, and I will give you a professional opinion in about 2 months after you get done with all the little work that you're doing there. So
Oh,
it's the least I could do.
I just now I don't have to roll it up.
Oh God. Serena,
What the
it was
hell?
awesome.
When you get weight loss surgery, you get all this skin, and it's like I feel like a melting candle.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Lumineer. Lumineer from Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Oh my God. You are beautiful as you are, but I can't wait to see the new you from the inside and the out. It sounds
Thank
like.
you. Yeah, I'm doing all around, self-love, self-help, and writing my book, and hopefully I can help others.
Awesome.
Hi.
I'll tell you about self-love on a submarine on some other show.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir.